Hi friends, I'm Dinesh Oza, back again with another episode on the Bhagavad Gita way of workplace performance enhancement. Friends, you will agree for sure that in this fast moving world, which is evolving from VUCA times to BANI times, learning agility is something which is very important. But the question is, ये learning agility को हम सीखे कहाँ से? So Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita has given a clear and concise answer in shlok number 53 of chapter 2, wherein he says that Shruti Viprati Panna Te Yada Sthasyati Nishala Samadhava Chala Buddhistada Yogam Vapyasi. इसका शाब्दिक मतलब ये है कि कोई भी व्यक्ति जो इंटेलेक्चुअली मटेरियलिस्टिक गेन के बियॉन्ड जो रिचुअलिस्टिक मैनर में जो लर्निंग बताए जाते हैं, जो बोले जाते हैं, उसके बियॉन्ड डिवाइन कॉन्शियसनेस से काम करता है, वो योगिक स्टेट को प्राप्त करता है। अच्छा, इसको अगर हम वर्कप्लेस परफॉर्मेंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से लें तो लर्निंग अपना ये रहेगा दैट कोई भी एम्प्लॉय जो मटेरियलिस्टिक गेन यानी प्रमोशंस, पावर, इंक्रीमेंट के बियॉन्ड काम करता है, इंटेलेक्चुअल मैनर में ritualistic learning, that means certifications, theoretical knowledge के beyond जाके self conscious रहता है, अपने आसपास जो चीजें हो रही हैं उसके बारे में conscious रहता है. That means अपने आप को अच्छे से पहचानता है, अपने strengths क्या हैं उसको accept realize करता है, जो weaknesses हैं उसको gracefully accept करता है, कौन सी सिचुएशन में वो किस तरह से रिएक्ट कर रहा है, क्या सोच रहा है, उसको अच्छे से पहचानता है. और इसके साथ साथ जो भी आसपास चीजें हो रही हैं अपनी कंपनी में, मार्केट में, इंडस्ट्री में, कंट्री में, कौन से सिस्टम्स एक दूसरे के साथ रिएक्ट कर रही हैं, कनेक्ट कर रही हैं, उस कनेक्ट के कारण कौन सी चीजें इवॉल्व होने वाली हैं, कौन से चैलेंजेस आने वाले हैं, कौन सी अपॉर्चुनिटीज आने वाली हैं, उन सब के बारे में मालूमात रखता है. And accordingly, he changes himself. He realizes what are the knowledge he needs to acquire, what are the new skills he needs to develop. उसको अपने बिहेवियर में क्या चेंज लाना है उसके बारे में मालूम होता है, तब वो जाके योगिक स्टेट को प्राप्त करता है. और दोस्तों ये कुछ नहीं है, बट दिस इज द वे टू लर्निंग इट. साउंड्स वेरी थियोरेटिकल, लेकिन देयर आर एग्जांपल्स व्हिच हैव प्रूव्ड दिस राइट. सो जब हम छोटे थे तब बचपन में ये चीज बोली जाती थी दैट खेलोगे कूदोगे बनोगे खराब, पढ़ोगे लिखोगे बनोगे नवाब. बट देयर आर पीपल हु हैव प्रूव्ड दिस रॉन्ग, राइट? One of the example is Sachin Tendulkar, who has gone beyond certifications. उन्होंने कोई डिग्री नहीं ली, कोई सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोग्राम नहीं किया, बट ही हैज लीव्ड क्रिकेट. सो जब बोलते हैं कि कॉन्शियस कनेक्ट, उनका कॉन्शियस कनेक्ट था क्रिकेट के साथ. ही अंडरस्टूड द साइंस ऑफ क्रिकेट वेरी वेल. सो आप दोस्तों बोलोगे कि भैया वो तो सचिन तेंदुलकर है यार, हमारे जैसे की किसी की बात करो यार. सो वी हैव अनदर सचिन अमंग अस. So who has been associated with me for quite some time, and I know him very well. Has excelled in his professional career like anything. By profession, he is an engineer, right or not?
Yes.
But these days, he is helping like you and me, professionals like you and me. So let us understand from Sachin Mukharia. Yeah.
Thank you.
What is his take on this concept of learning agility from Bhagavad Gita? So before we start, I'll just give a small introduction. Mr. Sachin is working in one of the leading Indian conglomerate since many years. By profession, as I told you, he's an engineer, but he is taking care of learning and development of one of the very critical organization of our country, which is changing the energy scenario of our country. So, ज़्यादा time न लेते हुए, over to you, Sachin sir.
Yes.
So, what is your take on the learning agility Bhagavad Gita?
So, thanks Dinesh bhai for giving this opportunity for connecting with larger mass and sharing my experience From last 19 years, I have worked with companies like Reliance, Adani, and biggest conglomerates of India. Fortunately, thanks to Lord Krishna, who has given this beautiful shloka also to us, uh, the tagline of Reliance is growth is life, and the tagline of Adani is growth with goodness.
Right.
And I connect learning agility with growth.
Okay.
That is my understanding of learning agility. Learning agility basically says knowing how to learn, knowing how to excel or what to do when you don't know what to do. So this sounds confusing, we'll make it simple. Continuously, day in and day out,
Okay.
we try to learn from our experiences.
Right. Yeah.
I truly believe that our mythological gyan, sometimes we disconnect with the scientific proofs, but then it says that we need to do dhyan and darshan.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that during the day we are doing darshan, which is nothing but observation, and at the night or in the evening we need to reflect upon it, which is dhyan.
Absolutely right. That's great. Yeah. Yeah.
So I connect it with personal growth, spiritual growth, and your professional growth also. All this growth depends on how do you connect these dots.
Right.
Day in and day out, we interact with a lot of people. We come across a lot of experiences.
Absolutely.
So we need to see those experiences in the evening,
Right.
from a distance,
Right. Okay.
not going into the right and wrong of it.
Right.
I was right, he was wrong. We are not doing that. But then from a distance, we are seeing that how can I do it better?
Oh,
What went wrong? What went right?
Okay.
What can be corrected? And why?
Nice.
So
That's nice.
this gives you an added advantage, which is said by Stephen Covey also in Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. He has studied all the CEOs and the big north, right, people, entrepreneurs as well as salaried people, and he has suggested those 7 points where they are different than average or normal people.
Right.
And the critical point, the seventh habit, is sharpening the saw.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we need to sharpen our saw day in and day out, and that gives us an added advantage to tackle or thrive through this VUCA world or bunny world.
Right. Absolutely.
We need to do a lot of troubleshooting, and that gives you happiness. That troubleshooting, when you tick on something or you conquer something, it releases a great amount of dopamine. For me,
Absolutely.
I believe that, so when you accomplish a task, it gives you a great source of dopamine release.
That is a real dopamine.
Yes, that's the happiness we say.
Happiness.
And for happiness, we all are running around here and there 365 days. But then, as you correctly said, this promotions and increments or any materialistic thing, let's say a good chair or good car, can give you a physiological level of happiness as per Maslow's hierarchy.
Yeah.
All HR professionals know about Maslow's hierarchy. It's a hierarchy of needs. So we start our needs with those physical or superficial or materialistic things.
Right.
But then, as it is said in this shloka, very beautifully it has been put up here, that you need to come over and above of this thing, and that lies the ultimate happiness or the happiness which we want in terms of self-actualization. The people respect you for what you are giving back to society or what you are contributing in their growth or their life.
Absolutely.
So as a L&D professional, we always take pride that we act as a catalyst in somebody's professional and personal growth. And this growth, I link it with learning agility.
Absolutely. So, Sachin bhai, you have been day in, day out helping employees, people of different hierarchy. So, can you give an example wherein you can say that, look, I was, as you mentioned, that troubleshooting is something which we find problems. We say that a true leader is someone who is more solution oriented, deep analysis, and then find solution. And from that, we need to continuously learn, and that is what the shlok is all about. So, any example, live example, which you can share with us?
So last week only I met two great people from different fields, and both of them shared one example which clicks in my mind when you say that we need to share an example. One is our MD, and he was sharing that at the age of 34 he attained the level of MD, and he was literally asking the chairman that what next for me. In the age of 34, I have attended the highest position of your organization. What lies in future for me?
Right, that's right.
And chairman said that you are going to enjoy this journey and not this destination.
Right. Yeah.
And the way he put it up, like right now he is heading 7 different companies, which are either number 1 or 2 in India. And he is able to do it because he has not stopped at
At a particular
at managing one company. And this is how he enjoys his life or his way of working. The another example is from educational background. We all know IIM Ahmedabad. And one of the professor I met last week from IIM Ahmedabad, they said that in the life of professor, there are only 3 promotions.
Absolutely,
you go to from the starting level, you go to assistant professor and then professor. There is no level above professor. So once you become professor, then what lies next?
Right.
Then they say that we truly enjoy helping people, seeing them grow, finding out with the PhD scholars and all, finding out the new ways of looking at world, lot of other things.
Right.
So they literally start enjoying their journey once they attain the position they were running or they were aspiring to.
Absolutely. I mean, that is self-actualization.
True.
Because they would have, if you become MD at 34, you have everything a world can offer you.
True.
But you need to enjoy the journey by helping people, organization, and whatever, we as professional do. It's not only we are working for us. We need to help people. Then only then, the self-actualization will come. And after attaining that particular level, it becomes very important to remain there. If we are not into that self-actualization zone, that is what Lord Krishna is saying, that you have to be very much conscious. That is what is divine consciousness all about.
True.
Yeah. So, any other example, if we talk about learning agility, how do you ensure that you are continuously on that path?
So we call it WWW exercise. So every day for being a better person on next day, we need to really analyze that what went well today, what went wrong today, and why.
Oh, that's nice.
This analysis, as you said, that we need to consciously give effort to learn from day-to-day exercise, and I assure all the people and you that it's a beautiful journey. Absolutely. Every day you find something getting added in you.
Right.
And that's how you reach next orbit, next benchmark of your personal growth, maturity, and the level of understanding you have for yourself as well as other people.
Okay.
So this is how you need to continuously learn. If we talk about learning agility, there are a lot of different types of agility which is been said, and theory says there is people agility, there is change agility, there is spiritual agility. There are a lot of different types of it. But without intellectualizing those words, if we see learning agility is believing that my cup is always empty.
Right.
And I'm ready to pour more and more. I am hungry and I want some more knowledge to be added.
Right. So what you have said is that this is very nicely and in a very short, the Lord Krishna has mentioned in this slok, which says that sama chala. Okay. So that means that you are continuously, consciously, on a firm basis, you are introspecting inside. right? So that is, when we call about divine connection, it is connecting yourself with outside world, and that is what the management gurus have coined a different word for that, which is called system thinking. So that is how system thinking is. This is actually a science, if you see, right?
100%.
Okay. So any other thing, any other knowledge you want to share as far
I
as
just,
learning agility?
as you were explaining, I was just remembering the days when I started this exercise. When I was seeing myself into an situation during the day from an outside angle, I was sometimes literally laughing that was that I who said this in this
Okay.
situation.
Right.
So you can learn lot of things if
Mhm.
you really detach from that situation.
Okay.
So Gita also gives a critical concept of attachment and detachment to karma. So when you are performing karma, you are attached to it, and you need to detach to it and analyze and
what is
grow
right, what is
further.
wrong.
So when you detach from that situation, you will not think about whether I was right or he was wrong. You will think about what can be done better.
Absolutely.
So this is how I see this particular shloka. Thanks for bringing it. And the last thing which I wanted to say is regarding one of the book which I was trained on, which was Getting Things Done by David Allen. And David Allen says that you need not to do a rocket science to find out something or achieve something.
Absolutely. Okay.
You just need to take a next action. You just need to take next step.
Right.
That one step will make you closer to your goal.
Right.
So, in terms of learning agility, if we see, you need to actually, if you are stuck up at some point in your life or in your relationship or in your job, if you are stuck up at some point in time, you need to go to discuss with someone, share with someone, or find out some literature or connect with some experience which will give you a right solution to it.
Okay.
So it is my friend Mr. Shashank always said to me that while we are driving, we need to focus ourselves onto the front glass. Sometimes, if we are going back, we need to focus on a smaller glass which is there inside a car.
Inside the car. Absolutely.
So major time you are focusing forward. Sometimes you need
have
to
to see
look at
backward
past
also.
and learn from it.
Absolutely. So driving car, actually, if we are conscious, teaches us many lessons of the way to live the life. Okay. Not only personal life, even the professional life also. Yep. Sachin ji. So friends, we had Sachin Tendulkar, but yeah, he is equally competent as far as professional world is concerned. So thank you, Sachin sir, for sharing your valuable time and sharing your learnings and experience. So thanks a lot.
It was my pleasure. I really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.